Well, as always, the globes do be globin'.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. And the Golden Globes did the thing they like to do best and fuck shit up. Pardon my French. They went hard on the French last night, didn't they? I'm gonna try to go over my thoughts on the winners of all the film categories from memory. I don't have it up or anything. I did okay in my predictions. I think everyone got a handful wrong last night. Um, there were a few really cool surprises. Some really not as cool, runner-up films that ended up winning in certain categories. Yeah, kind of evened out. That's why it's called like the good, the bad, and the Emilia Perez. Because I'm not the type of person to like completely shit on the movie. I liked it fine. I did love it. There were things about it I thought were obviously better than other things. The performances very good. The songs good in context. So a couple of the wins I got last night, I'm totally cool with. Not so much one in particular, and you can probably guess what that is. So let's just jump right into it. Amelia Perez winning Best Picture, Musical or Comedy. It makes sense due to the fact that it had 10 frickin' nominations, but I still, like an idiot, predicted Honora. I thought it just seemed to be so loved overall. A lot of people don't care for Amelia Perez, but everyone, for the most part, seems to like Honora, or at least, in my wife's case, acknowledge that it's very well made. So the fact that that went home empty-handed, Honora, is crazy but interesting. I kind of like that not all the obvious stuff won in a handful of categories. That's always fun. But, what does this mean for the Oscars? Not much. The industry really likes this movie. The Golden Globes isn't technically the industry. But the BAFTA shortlists, or long lists, whatever you want to call them, prove that the industry also really likes Amelia Perez. It got in like 15 categories there. I would have done a long list reaction, but everything happened so fast I kind of forgot about it, to be honest. But we'll go over that a little bit when I do my eventual BAFTA nomination predictions now that those are out. Anywho, back to the Globes. We had Amelia Perez winning Best Picture, Musical or Comedy. It also won Best Song for El Mal, which I was fine with. That is my preferred song in the film. I'm not in love with any of the other songs. I think it would have been more interesting if a movie or a song not from that movie would have won. But the fact that it was at least that song, I'm happy with. I am happy with the Zoe Saldana win. Having finally seen Wicked a handful of days ago when it dropped on VOD, I just bought it because I knew I would like it because I've seen the play and listened to the soundtrack many a time. I liked Wicked quite a bit. I need to watch it again while not being distracted every 10 minutes, as always, when you're trying to watch a movie at home, especially one that's damn near 3 hours long. I have no real complaints with Wicked. I do totally understand the dulled out color grading choices for such a movie that should be so colorful as that. I think it's weird that they decided to mute so much of the color throughout the movie. But otherwise, it's great. I had no complaints otherwise. Ariana Grande is great. I thought she could win here, but with all the love of Amelia Perez, I still bet my money, not really money, but you know what I mean, on Zoe Saldana winning. Will she sweep the season? We'll see. Ariana Grande is a more of a pop star turned actress, despite being an actress when she was younger. I don't think being 12 on a Nickelodeon show counts to these people so much. So she's still new in the game, more so than like Selena Gomez, who has at least been on a TV show for a handful of years now. And it was obviously a shoo-in for international feature, foreign language film, whatever they call it there. That was a given. Like, those three wins were fine, but the best picture, musical or comedy, while it would have been my second choice after Honora, not choice preference, but choice assumed to win, I'm still kind of like, really? But all right. Hopefully the backlash gets even stronger. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't care. Honestly, I'm not in love with any of the movies I've seen this year in the Best Picture race, so I don't want that to win, despite only having seen like half the film, sadly. But it's probably my least favorite of all the ones I have seen, so I really don't want it to win just based on that. On to Best Picture Drama. This one went more the way I expected. I expected The Brutalist to do well. It won Picture, it won Director, and it won Actor for Adrian Brody. I think those things are pretty solid for the Oscars, especially director and actor. Picture, we'll see. If the choice is between that and Amelia Perez, please give me The Brutalist any day. And I have that not even seen the movie, but I know, based on everything about it that I know, I will prefer that movie to Amelia Perez. It sounds great. Adrian could have easily lost here at the Globes to someone like Timothée Chalamet. Um, the Adam Sandler thing was wonderful. But I'm glad Brody won. It's good. He had a great speech. The Brady Corbet speech was adorable. His little daughter was crying. That was adorable. Assuming it's his daughter. My what the hell was it on? Paramount Plus. I was watching it on. Crashed like 4 times throughout the show, so that was cool. I love streaming award shows because I hate watching regular television because I don't ever except for award shows. So now that they're streaming, I prefer that. But goddamn, did that thing crash out constantly? Most of the time it was during a category I didn't care about, but I did miss the announcement for best director. So when I turned it back on, I'm like, I think that's Brady Corbet. Took me a second. Anyways, I'm happy it won those 3 things. Those were predicted by me and probably most other people. I did predict it for score though, which it lost to Challengers, which was one of the very cool sort of surprise wins. I didn't expect that to win anything. I was just happy it got in everywhere, especially after having seen it finally a month or so ago. I thought it was great. Everything it got nominated for, especially at the Globes, is very deserving. It'll be a shame if it doesn't get into at least best editing at the Oscars because that was glorious as far as that movie goes. The score is deserving. It missed the BAFTA shortlist for score or long list. I don't know why to call them long lists. Whatever. Oscars call them short lists. BAFTAs call them long lists. That's why it's confusing. Anywho, uh, it missed at the score long list at the BAFTAs, but then it won the Globe, so it makes you wonder where it is. It should get in, especially with Dune being ineligible. I don't see how it misses, honestly. Especially the fact that like everyone likes the movie. It should be getting more recognition because it seems like one of those movies everyone seems to like or love. So why it's not getting into things like Best Picture and even supporting actors or lead actress here and there besides the Globes is kind of weird. But yeah, what are you gonna do? It happens. But that was a cool win. Seeing it go to something unexpected, and seeing it not go to Amelia Perez was nice because that would have been if it would have won that, it would have been like, oh god damn it. But yes, Challengers won something. Hurrah! Its score is great. I hope they win again for Tron 3 when that comes out because that'll be my favorite one ever if if that happens. It probably won't because it's not a classy enough movie. But you know the score is gonna fucking be amazing. Actresses were fun. Lead actress in a drama went to Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. Very cool. I predicted Angelina Jolie just because I don't think I've seen any of the nominees for drama, which is weird. Usually it's the other way around where the comedy category is the filler. This year the drama category is almost all filler, by comparison at least. So I'm happy she won. That's cool. I've heard nothing but amazing things about that performance. Maria, I don't give a shit about. It sounds like just Oscar bait stuff that I don't really have any interest in. Angelina's good though, usually when she's in a legitimate project, but she missed the BAFTA long list as well. But so did Fernanda Torres, which was why I was like, "Ooh, what's gonna happen?" So hopefully, in a fair world, this helps her get in at the Oscars and bumps out Angelina because people actually like I'm Still Here. No one seems to give a rat's ass about Maria, especially the BAFTAs apparently, because they couldn't even get in for costumes or anything. So that's good. That was a cool win. It's nice seeing an international actor or actress win now and then for a smaller film like that, especially against people like Nicole Kidman and Angelina Jolie. So that was a cool win. Actress in a musical or comedy was glorious. Demi Moore won there for The Substance. So The Substance got to win something. Honora goes home empty-handed, but The Substance got to win something. That's cool. I still haven't seen The Substance. I was gonna rent it last night, or the Saturday night, and I just didn't have time. Ugh. I wanted to see it before the Globes. Didn't work out. It's too damn busy that day. I didn't get home till like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm old. So tonight, perhaps, I will finally rent that and watch it. Very excited to see it, but I love the win. Her speech was amazing, and I really hope that she's in for the Oscars already. I believe her winning clinched that. She's like, I would say a solid number 3 for actress at worst, and her speech is like that's a damn near win-worthy speech as far as getting the Oscar goes. That would be so cool if something like that for an actress who kind of went away for such a long time and came back with something so interesting and weird wins. It's like the Brendan Fraser thing, but for a fucked up body horror movie instead of a makeup. I mean, they're both makeup laden, dramatic work like Brendan Fraser did. So I think I'm rooting for her, having still not seen the movie, sadly. But Mikey Madison was my pick there. I thought she was damn near a shoe-in, but apparently they don't give a shit about Honora, at least enough to give it a win. They got in everywhere it needed to, nomination-wise, but it went home empty-handed. But I really only expected it to win Mikey Madison for sure, and probably screenplay, but it was like a 50-50 shot, so of course I got it wrong. But we'll get there. But Demi Moore winning at her speech was probably my favorite thing of the night, personally. So that was awesome. We'll move on from there. Since I mentioned screenplay, we'll go there. That went to Conclave, so Conclave also got to get something. I went with Honora because I thought it would win screenplay for Sean Baker, actress and comedy picture. That's a nice little package, kind of even with the brutalist picture director actor one. But that didn't happen. Sean Baker went home empty handed. But Conclave is great. The screenplay is great. I think, like most other people, it's going to win adapted screenplay easily. It's like the number one movie in that category. It's pretty much Conclave and four other things that are just happy to be there. That's what adapted screenplay is going to be this year. So guaranteed one Oscar win there for Conclave, and it winning the Golden Globe in a category with mixed together categories for screenplay only clinches that. So I was glad that won something. I'm glad it was screenplay. I wouldn't have really wanted it to win score. Actor would have been interesting. I love Ray Fiennes, but I don't think it would have won director or picture. That would have been kind of weird. They would have went hard on Conclave. That would have been interesting. But it's a movie that everyone likes. It could do well on a preferential ballot for sure. So watch out for that one. Supporting actor, we didn't do that yet. Went to Kieran Culkin. Not much to say there other than let the sweep begin unless people realize it doesn't get into Best Picture, which seems unlikely but possible. If he does win everywhere and the film doesn't get into Best Picture, it'd be the first time that happens since Christopher Plummer did that back in 2011, and that was very much a like veteran overdue career narrative Oscar win. And Kieran does not need that yet. So if the tides turned a little bit and a real pain doesn't start showing up where it needs to, I could see Kieran losing. But I love Kieran. He's great. His speeches are always a hoot and a half. Who else was there? Guy Pearce would have been the only other one I think would have had a real shot. And Brutalist did well otherwise, so I could have seen that happen. But Kieran's just too much damn fun to not vote for, I guess. Well, the most interesting win, I'd say. Because even Demi Moore winning, I'd say she was probably in second place. She probably would have won even easier if she was in drama, which is weird, which is probably where it should have been. But comedy actor went to the sixth place ranked nominee, Sebastian Stan, for A Different Man, which was awesome. I went for Jesse Eisenberg solely based on the fact that his movie was in Best Picture. I didn't really think he would win. I'd just using that logic is all I went for. Hugh Grant would have been my next choice. I almost switched to Hugh Grant, but I didn't want to change any of my predictions after my predictions video. But he lost. I was semi-surprised at that. I thought Glenn Powell could win for Hitman just because it's a fun movie everyone likes, and he had a great year. But great years sometimes give you awards, and that was the Sebastian Stan Award this year. He was double nominated for The Apprentice and A Different Man. That category was extremely weak by comparison to the drama. It's like the polar opposite almost of the actresses this year. Very much so polar because at least the drama actresses were in movies that are Oscar movies. The comedy actor ones are just like, what can we find? But that was cool. Sebastian Stan had a great year. It was cool to see him win. I like him a lot in anything I've seen him in. I am yet to see either of his newer movies because they're basically just coming out now. I don't have a chance to see a lot of things in theaters unless it's something I can bring my kid to. Uh, so I will probably rent a Different Man and Apprentice if he does end up getting in at the Oscars before the Oscars. I at least try to do that, even if it was for his body of work and not necessarily that specific movie, which I think is kind of what it was. Most interesting one of the night for sure was Sebastian Stan. Trying to think if I missed anything. This is why I usually have a list in front of me. I'm just kind of winging it. I did actor, a drama, actress. I lumped the movies together. But yeah, the good, the bad. So the good is the Demi Moore. The musical or comedy acting wins are the good of the show. They're the most interesting, the most fun things to see. The bad was what happened to Honora. I would say it had a bad night. And then the Amelia Perez of it all, damn near sweeping in the categories it had any chance to win in, and taking Best Picture, musical or comedy, which, like I said, makes sense given the 10 nominations. But did anyone really want that to happen? Apparently, the Golden Globes did. Who'd have thought? So I have a lot of other things to do. I need to do my Critics' Choice winners predictions, BAFTA nominations predictions now that those long lists are out. And then the Oscar nominations are Monday, the 17th, which I will probably do a live stream watch along thing with that. I've done that every year that I've had my YouTube channel. At least I think I have. That was the Golden Globes. Interesting things happened. I like when the race gets shaken up. Oh, we did. We did forget a couple. Animated feature. Holy buckets. That went to Flow over The Wild Robot. Um, Once again, that would have been my second choice. I thought Wild Robot would easily take it just based on the fact that it had 4 nominations, including the Barbie Award, which went to Wicked. Wicked was never going to win anything outside of possibly supporting actress, but it couldn't even get that. So it definitely got the consolation Barbie Award, just like Barbie won last year. It's going to be forever called the Barbie Award in my mind. Maybe I'll call it the Wicked Award next year, but to me, it'll always be the Barbie Award. That won that. But yeah, Flo winning animated at the Globes is a very Globes thing. They usually kind of go for like the odd duck pick here. Like they were the first ones, I think, to go for Boy and the Heron, if I'm not mistaken. They went for Missing Link back in the day. That was a fucked up year. I think that was a Toy Story 4 year. That Klaus should have won that year, but they had to pick Missing Link instead of Klaus and ruin everything. And then Toy Story 4 ended up winning, which is a good movie. I like a lot of people crap on Toy Story 4. It's no Toy Story 1, 2, or 3, but it's a very good movie. Yeah, those are the other categories I think I missed. The Barbie Award going to Wicked, and Flo winning a semi-surprise victory over the 4 times nominated Wild Robot, which is a great movie. I didn't think it would win Song or Score or the Barbie Award, but I thought it had a solid chance just based on that to win animated feature, and it'd be a good winner. But now I just need to see Flo even more. I think a theater next to me that I usually go to played it for like a day because that's what I would have brought my kid to, and we love kitties. So if as soon as that's available, I think it's available to rent or buy digitally tomorrow, the 7th. I think I read that. It was either the 7th or the 17th. I'll have to double check. But it's soon, regardless. That I believe now is all of the categories. No, God, I forgot. Yep, wait, yep, no, yep, yes. I'm mixing up things in my brain. I almost said stunts, but that I have this SAG Awards in my brain right now. Serious, seriously, kids. What do I do with myself? Anyways, that now I believe was the Golden Globes. Once again, my name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Shop, pop, movies.